Hey, good morning, everybody. It's time to wake up and make up for me out here in Idaho. It's Karen from 50's the New 50 blog, and this morning I'm getting up and doing my wake up and makeup like I've been doing all week long. Hey, everybody, good morning. It's Karen from 50's the New 50 blog, and I am back with my wake up and makeup this morning, and I'm going to go ahead and just put my makeup on, get going for the day, and I've been doing this all weekend. So yesterday I did it also and totally forgot to save my live, but that's okay. That's what I get. It was April Fool's Day, so good morning. So the first thing I'm going to do this morning is just apply some Bella bronzer this morning. And I'm going to start with my mascara makeup. If you haven't watched any of my tutorials before, I use these cream highlights and foundations and contours from Maskcara. And the first thing I'm going to do this morning is actually just apply a bronzer. So I'm going to use my blush and bronzer brush. This is a great brush. And these are cream bronzer. It's called Bella. Good morning, Debbie. And so I'm just going to go ahead and fluff up this brush right into this cream bronzer. And the first thing I'm going to do is just go ahead and apply a little bit of this bronzer all over. And the nice thing about this is that it's cream. It goes on really light. This brush just applies the perfect amount. And it's just a great shade for everybody. And I love it because it just kind of warms up my skin. I can use it down on my neck. And because of all of my different colorations, it just kind of blends everything together, kind of pushes everything back, and just gives me some great color for the day. I also like using the bronzers to not only just give a little color to your skin, but also you use less of your regular foundation or cream makeup. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in and I'm going to color correct some of my age spots and discoloration. So the great thing about these cream contours and highlights is that you can use them as a concealer also. So the color that I like to use to color correct is called Mango, and it is this shade right here, and I'm going to pick this up with a little brush. And so just kind of right in here I can go and hit a few spots before I apply my contour, and just that little bit conceals that. Another great place I need to is underneath my eyes. So if you have under eye darkness or if you have discoloration around your eyes, blues, purples, things like that, you can go in and you can color correct underneath your eye. And I like to color correct on my eyelids because they're very dark. They've got a lot of pigmentation. So I'm just going to go right in there and color correct that. I'm going to add it over here. And I'm just doing this mostly just to motivate myself, get up in the morning, put my makeup on, just go live. Just been having fun doing it, and hopefully it motivates you to get up and put some makeup on for the day or play around with some makeup, some different techniques. So this is the mascara cream, and the one that I'm using right now is called Mango, and I'm just using it to kind of color correct a few spots before I put my contour on. And so that really helped conceal that sunspot I had there, my under eye darkness, and on my eyelids. So next step for me is I'm going to go ahead and contour, and I'm just going to use this same brush here. This is a great brush. It's called the Detail Hack, and the contour color I use is called Ash, but everybody could be color matched to a different contour depending on if you're cool tones or warm tone skin, but a lot of the contours can work for so many different skin tones, and just depending on how much of a contour, if you want a real dramatic contour look. I'm not really super dramatic with it, but I do like to contour, and so I'm just going to grab this end of the brush and I'm going to brush that in to the contour, and I'm going to come up here, and the first thing I'm going to do is brush that right in up along my forehead, and I'm going to color correct or contour up here, basically to add a shadow right underneath the hairline there. And it just helps if you guys, a lot of you know how to contour, but this just adds a shadow up here. It kind of helps drop my forehead down so you focus on my eyes. If you have a wider face, you can bring this down along the side here to kind of give the illusion of a thinner face, and it just kind of helps focus on the center of your face. And that's what you're really doing, is just adding shadows. So the next place is to contour your cheekbones. And so I'll just take that same brush. I've just loaded it here. I'm going to come out here by the top of my ear, right along my cheekbone, and I'm just kind of feeling for that cheekbone, and I'm just pressing and swooping that right up underneath my cheekbone there. Can you see that? So I don't come in much farther than about the center of my eye. So this is just kind of a good rule of thumb. You don't want to bring your contour down into this area like your laugh lines, and you just want to kind of stop about the middle of your eye, start up by your ear, feel for your cheekbone, and just swoop that under. We'll blend all this in when we're done. That's so great about the cream contours and the cream foundation is that all of them work together to create pretty much a custom foundation, like a 3D foundation. So again, starting up here, swooping up underneath, trying not to come in past here, and then we will go back in and we will blend all that in. Okay. All right, next is underneath our jaw. So this fun stuff, right? So my favorite place to contour or add a shadow is right underneath my chin, and it just kind of helps camouflage. We already have a natural shadow there, so by emphasizing that shadow with some contour, it just kind of pushes back, and just hopefully, if I walk around like this, you won't see that I have that double chin. I also like to contour up underneath my jaw, go up past your ear and under, and then just pull that down. It's super simple, it's not complicated, but it makes a big difference, I think, definitely. All right, so yeah, just waking up, putting my makeup on, been doing this all week, having fun, keeping myself motivated. I am working from home, thank goodness. I have a small business doing my makeup online, so it's just I've been very thankful for that. And so I'm just kind of keeping at it. That's all we can do. And it does help to get up and get dressed and take a shower, put some real clothes on, and put a little bit of makeup on. All right, so we've done our contouring. So contour is a pretty easy thing to remember. It's almost kind of like a backwards E. Forehead, cheekbones, underneath your jaw. And I like to go down underneath my chin. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is just apply my main highlight, which is what we call them, but it's basically your foundation. So here was that contour color. Here is my main highlight, and here's a brightening highlight. So these 3 contours and 2 highlights make up my 3D foundation. So I'm going to grab, that's that same brush I had used before. I'm going to grab this end here and pick up a little bit of my main color, just a couple taps, and then I'm just going to apply this everywhere that I would put my liquid or powder foundation. And I'm just stippling that on. A little goes a long way. I don't need to apply this where the contour is because that already provides coverage and color. So I can just let that just be coverage on its own where the contour is. But I'm going to go everywhere else and just go in, just a couple taps. And I already put some underneath my eyes, so I don't need to double up on that area. Just go along and add it just in a stippling motion. These brushes are so soft, and they're made to work with the cream foundations and highlights, so they're really, really soft. And as the makeup warms up on your skin, it's movable and it's blendable. Okay, so that's really it. I don't need a whole lot. You just apply enough to get the coverage that you want. Then I'm going to go in and I'm going to brighten. So I've contoured my forehead and my cheekbones and underneath here. Now I want to brighten the center of my face and kind of just pull forward and just get that glow that the mascara makeup is known for. And so I'm going to grab, there's that brush again that I used for contouring, but I'm going to flip over to that other side and I'm going to pick up that color there, which is my brightener color. And again, just a couple taps. And I'm just going to come in on the inside of my eye where it's darker. You see the brightening, and then I'm going to come down underneath and above my contour. So kind of like this upside down pie shape. Okay, this triangle here. But for me, because I have under eye puffiness and darkness, and I had just gone in and concealed under eye, I'm not going to put my brightener all the way up underneath my lashes. That doesn't mean that you can't put your brightener all the way up there, but for those of you that might have some under eye issues, mature skin, I definitely don't put it all the way up, but I like to put it down the side of my nose, underneath my eye area and then above the contour. So kind of this triangle. Can you see that there? And then another great place to brighten is just right here. This, they call it kind of like this, just this triangle area of light where we want to pull forward. And then I like to just put a little bit down the center of my nose. We'll blend all this in. And you can put a little bit at the top of your lip and just a little bit down on your chin. So we've got this pulling forward and this being shaded and contouring and defining, okay? Then the magic, just the fun part. And so now we can just blend it. We're gonna blend it together. It's warmed up on my skin. I can use this same brush that I use to apply my main color, and I'm gonna use that to blend. So I don't have any extra color. I don't need to clean it off, but I'm gonna come up here where I have the contour and the main foundation highlight color, and I'm just gonna stipple and I'm pouncing just to soften the two lines. And then here where I have the brightener, again, I'm just pouncing and stippling. I'm just getting that color, all those colors to blend and soften along here, along my nose. So you just go through and just start pouncing and kind of just stippling. Now here where I have the contour, I'm just gonna just stipple over it just a little bit. I don't want it to disappear completely, but I can soften it a little bit. So that's just all I'm doing right now, is just going through and blending, 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 blending by stippling. I don't want to swipe or wipe because I could end up wiping a lot of that color off. I can take this side of that brush where the contour is and just slightly buff it a little bit just to soften that. So you can still see the shadow, but I haven't removed it. And same thing up here. Hopefully you can still see that I have that shadow of a contour pushing forward and pulling back. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I am Karen, if you have not seen me before, from 50's the New 50 blog, and I'm a mascara artist. And I've just been coming on in the morning and doing these wake up and makeups all week. Just encouraging myself to get up and get going for the day. So next fun part is to add some lip and cheek color. All right, so they are also cream, and this is my personal compact. It's got just all my colors in it, and the lip and cheek color I'm going to use today, I'm going to combine a couple of them. They are cream, and you can do that, which is really awesome. So I'm going to combine this color here called Love Spell, which is kind of more, it's a really pretty burgundy wine color, and it's a glossy, with a matte color that's called Nude. And I'm going to mix these two together, and it's going to get a really nice kind of a burgundy wine color. Good morning. Don't you love them? Hey, everybody. Yes. The lip and cheeks cream, awesome. And the great thing is that you can use them on your cheeks, on your lips. You can use any of these shades on your eyes. So I'm going to take that same brush, the blush and bronzer brush, the smaller end, and I'm going to tap it into both of those colors. And then I am going to just look at my face. Here's the apples of my cheeks. Here's my contour. I'm just going to come a little bit back and just tap that on, and then just tap it back above my contour. Isn't that a pretty color? So pretty when you mix those two together. And that's what's so fun, is that you can mix all of these colors together. So this is Love Spell and Nude, and it's a glossy and a matte that are mixed together. And so then just by taking that brush, I can flip over and again just lightly swirl and just soften. All right, so 2 taps, tap, tap. And we will add some cheek color over here. It's coming up along your contour, apple of your cheek, a little bit back, and then just right above your contour. And just pouncing again, no swiping with this side of the brush. Just pounce, pounce, pounce. So how many of you have used mascara, cream highlights and contours? How many of you have not and would like to know more? Let me know. I love this stuff. I'm 53. I love it. I love how it just makes my skin glow. It feels like a second skin. It's not heavy. Put a little lip gloss on my lips. And then we'll go ahead and we can put some on our lips here. And I just love the mixing these two. So again, I'm just going to pick up a little multitasker brush and just apply those two mixed colors to my lips. And it's just so easy that this is all in one palette like this. You know, I don't have to dig through my purse for tubes of different makeup. You can even apply this with your finger. Okay. That's a pretty color. I really like that. So yes, how many of you have used this makeup before? You need to give me a heads up and let me know. And how many of you would like to know more? You can comment below and let me know and I'll follow up. All right, so contour, brightening, lip and cheek done, all in one palette. And then we will do our eyes. Why not? So today I'm going to use a, in my Instagram today I did this really fun neutral quad. They're really pretty kind of browns, neutrals. I just love the neutrals because blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes, we can all use them. Oh, I know in Portugal we don't have it, but I wish we could. I wish we did have this makeup in Portugal. It's in the, we ship in the US and Canada. But, so this one here is a 4-piece. You can pick out whatever shade you like of the eyeshadows. And today I just put together this really pretty neutral quad. And this is called Cupcake. This one is called Basic. Very neutral. And this one's called Trust, which is going to be a really dark, pretty one for doing a kind of a smoky lining on my eye. And then this one is one of our shimmers, and it's called Rigoletto. And it's, of course, it's so hard to see, but it's got this bronze shimmer in it. So I'm going to use this great brush. This is an all-around eyeshadow brush. It's called the Eyeshadow Everything brush. I'm going to use this big fluffy end. And the first thing I'm going to do is swirl it and tap it into this Cupcake color. And this is going to get windshield wipered onto my lid and up above my brow. And this will be my, kind of like my base, all right? And the great thing is that I had already primed my lids by putting some of that cream highlight on my lid. So that just really helps this pigmented makeup just really sets nicely. So that's the Cupcake color. Very nice cream ivory matte. Then this one here is Basic. It's kind of like a tan, almost a khaki, very nice neutral. Now I'm going to pick that up with the same brush. And this is going to go in the crease of my eye, a little bit above it, and then down here. So this is going to be my mid-tone color. Okay. Let me take a peek. This is my mid-tone color that I'm going to use to just give my eye some definition right in the crease. If you keep your eye open, you can work it into the crease if you have hooded eyes, and then above. Okay, it's a little tricky. This brush works really great for it because you can really, it holds a lot of the pigmented powder on it. So when you wipe this in here, you can really get that on there. So can you see that? Isn't that a pretty color? So now, though, I am going to blend a little bit. I'm going to just hold my eye taut and just go in and blend where those two colors meet. Just little swirly motions just to soften and blend those two together. So that's a great neutral. That alone is really pretty. Good neutral color. I already had just some regular mascara on this morning. I just put on some MAC mascara. So that's all dry and ready to go. All right, so then the next is I want to use a little bit of that shimmer, that Rigoletto. It's like a bronze, dark brown shimmer with bronze little flecks in it. And so I'm going to grab this end of that brush, which is a little bit nubbier, and I'm going to pick up some of that cream or some of that shimmery eyeshadow, and I'm going to just put that kind of right in the center, from the center back, just as a little bit of shimmer and contrast. We're going to blend all that in. So a tip for me that I've learned that really helps my eyes appear so much bigger and so much more open is by not applying anything too dark, including eyeliner, makeup, from here in, leaving this part of your eye to here in a brighter, more neutral tone so that it just appears more open. It opens up your eye, and then using from here out to do all this fun definition and contrasting colors. So I'm going to switch over to this fluffy end of the brush again, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to swirl and blend those colors together, soften them, so there's no harsh lines. You see that? All right, isn't that pretty? I love this color combination because it's a great color combination. Neutrals are awesome. They're neutral for a reason. So your taupes, your browns, your tans, your creams, these are just really great. So for fun, we can take this same side of that brush and we can dip it into this color called Trust. So it's a really dark matte eyeshadow, and I'm going to put it right down at the bottom of my lashes on the outside, and then I'm going to bring it around and bring it underneath. Oh, thank you. Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Jillian. I think I saw a bunch of my girls' friends pop on here. I love that. So this is, like I said, this is called Trust, and I'm just brushing that right along my lashes on the top and underneath, kind of giving it like that smoky eye. But again, don't forget to blend, so we'll flip back over to that side of the brush and just soften and blend those colors. So there we go. That's a really pretty combination. Very pretty. I think that would be a great combination on so many different eye colors. And then I think I'll just take a little bit of that cupcake and I will just put a little bit way up here on my brow. Really brighten up my eye, pull the eye forward. All right, now if you get fallout from your makeup, grab one of your brushes again and just brush that underneath, or you can take that brush here and just pounce and wipe a little bit. Not too much. Pouncing mostly, not wiping, I should say. Pounce, pounce. Okay. So that is great. Now, we can't forget our eyebrows, and the great thing is that you can do your eyebrows a couple different ways. You could actually use, which I do a lot, is the contour that I use, that ash. You can actually pick that up and use that cream in your eyebrows. But another great tool at your disposal is your actual eyeshadows. So this color here, that Trust that I used on the lashes, we can use that in our eyebrows. So this is a great brush. It's just got a little angled end on one side and a spoolie on the other. And I'm gonna just dab it in to that Trust, and we'll just go into our eyebrows, and I'm just flicking up right along there, and I'm just adding some of that powder. And then you can turn your brush horizontally and line the bottom of them, and then draw out the tail. Okay, so very easy. Take that spoolie and just gently brush them up. And then we'll set everything with a little bit of setting powder, including our eyebrows. Since it's powder, we'll put a little setting spray when we're done, and I'll talk to you about that. So again, I'm going to line the bottom, come out here, and just fill in those eyebrows with that same color, that Trust, that same color that I used to define my eyes. All right, so let's set it real quick. So you need to set your cream foundations with a setting spray. This one here is, I'm just going to spritz some all over my face. This one here is from, this is a Maskcara brand, but there's a lot of brands out there. Any water-based brand that works great with cream foundations, you want to set it, spritz it liberally, let that dry, and your makeup will last all day long. All right, so next thing that we're going to do is what? I think we'll add a little bit of illuminator, and that's really fun. So you can grab, so again, these were my cream foundations pretty much from here up. This was my contour, my main foundation, my brightener, just those three. And then these are different shades of illuminators, which are kind of like those shimmer highlights that they call them. And this one here is called Dolce. It's kind of like a coffee latte color, really, really pretty. Of course, with the lighting, it's so hard to see. But I'm just going to take it and dab it right along my cheekbone, right above. And you see that when you turn the shimmer? And that just adds just a little extra shimmer. So pretty. I can put a little bit down my nose, and I can add a little bit right up here underneath my eyebrow. And then I can just grab that same brush and just give it a little tap just to soften, and good to go. So that was my wake up and makeup for today. I think I got everything on. Thank you guys. So Friday, tomorrow is my last wake up and makeup live. I've done it all week. I just thought it was a fun thing to do. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in learning more, you just need to message me. I love it if you just direct message me. We can color match you to the right shades. That's basically what's so great about this makeup, is that it's all custom to you, and we can work and do that just virtually with a no makeup selfie. So everybody have a great Thursday. Happy spring, happy April. We're doing it. We're making it through all of this. Everybody's doing so great. And just get up each day, get dressed, put a little mascara, lipstick on, and take good care. All right, have a great day, everybody. Thanks again for watching. Talk to you tomorrow morning at 7. See you later. Bye.